Hello again, Tim Allard here from Rapid DTM, reviewing our software that we have written for bringing inspection results from PC-DMIS into a Microsoft Excel worksheet. This is the second of two videos showing some new functionality that we have added to the software. And this video is going to cover what we're calling the append function. There's no button for it. You'll see how it works behind the scenes. So I have a program open here in PC-DMIS for this particular part. When I wrote this, I inspected this part in two different programs. So I have two different PC-DMIS programs to inspect this. One for the top side here, and then I wrote a different one to do the bottom area of the part. So when you have that as two separate files, inside of PC-DMIS, you would have two separate reports, two separate PDF files. But for the purposes of our spreadsheet, it's nice to have that information all in one place. So in this case here, this program has already been run. This is side one of our part. So we're going to bring that data into our spreadsheet. We'll let that run for a second. Again, we have nearly 2,000 lines of code to process, and it still takes less than a minute to bring that data in to Microsoft Excel. So we're starting here, dimension 1, bringing in our dimension name, our nominal dimension, our tolerance zone, and the result for part number 1. Almost done here. After this finishes, we have check out a tolerance, so that's going to run automatically now. So that's done. So here's all our results for that first part. I think we have about 420 rows here. And this dimension, this is that key in dimension we just talked about, showing up as fail for our thread check. That's at the very end of our program here. We have the operator checking parts with a thread gauge, something we can't do automatically in the CMM. So we're gauging out those threads and either passing or failing that by putting either a 0 or a 1 in the measurement field here. So that was a 1, and you can see our spreadsheet. When it ran the out of tolerance function, it failed it because of that. So in PC-DMIS, if I close this and I open up side 2 of this particular part, this is the program to inspect everything on the bottom side of this part. I want all that data to come in at the end of this. So if I click import data again, now the software knows that there's already stuff there. So it wants to know whether we want to append that information or whether this is a new part and we want to start a new column. So if I say yes, which we're going to do here because this is the remaining information for part number 1, it'll add that to the end of this. If I say no, it'll bring that information into a new column, which we don't want to do in this case. So we'll say yes here. Enter the column number, because if we have a lot of parts here, part 1 through 100, we could append this information to any one of those columns. In this case here, we're going to choose to add this to column number 1. We say OK. We're highlighting that and just double checking with the person using the software to make sure we're in the right spot. Yes, that's where we want the information to go. So we'll select yes. And you can see now we've started to bring all the information in for the second side of that part. And again, we're running the show out of tolerance function because we have that box checked to automatically do that. So now, remember the last one ended at 420. That's that failed thread check. So now we're picking up dimension number 15 here and bringing all the rest of those results in. So it's nice because now you can have as many parts as you want, and you can bring the results from multiple PC-DMIS programs and add it into the same column. So that's a new function that we added for 2018 that's working out real well for us. So I hope you found this informative. I hope this helps our existing users. And if you any contact information, if you have any interest in adding this functionality to your company, or if you have any questions, you can contact us at the information shown underneath this video on the YouTube page. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.